everybody. My name is Brandon Ivey, and welcome to the Brandon Ivey Show with a new tip of the day. And this tip of the day is finish what you start. This is one of the biggest secrets to success that I have ever learned from my mentors over the past. And speaking of mentors, I happened to be on Facebook today, like I am every day, and I saw a post by Robert Hollis. And if you don't know who Robert Hollis is, he is a giant in the industry of network marketing. He's currently the #1 money earner and the top producer in Gano Life right now, coffee company. And I first, he's a 7-figure earner. He earns 6 figures a month. And I first met Robert Hollis when I first got started in network marketing back in, it was probably when I met him was 1999. In a company I was in called ACN, and at the time he was a regional vice president. I don't remember if he was Circle of Champions member or not, but he was one of the top money earners and top producers in ACN. And over the years, Robert has actually been the top producer in everything that he's done. Now, one thing that I always like to do is keep an eye on the top producers in our industry, no matter what company they're in, because success leaves clues. If you watch people long enough, you tend to see, habits that present themselves. If you watch somebody from a short period of time, you don't necessarily get to see, their habits. But when you watch it for a long enough period of time, and I've been in this industry for over 16 years now, and I see the same details of these people over and over and over again. Like I say, success leaves clues. In his post that he did today, he said, people ask me, why do people fail? And he said, because most never start or finish. Mentorship program, click on the image, see how people don't finish. Are you one of them? So, of course, curiosity. I clicked on the image, right? And let me pull up. Maybe I'll be able to zoom in here for you to see. Now, Robert, like most top leaders in the industry do, is we love to put on a training series. We love to tell our secrets. What's the one thing that I love about network marketing? If you want to know the secrets and you want to know the success steps, it's easy to find out. They're not being kept hidden from you. The top leaders are willing to teach you. The problem is, most people never even start. That's why they fail. And the ones who do start, 99% of them don't finish what they start. So everything else, all the lessons in between, doesn't mean anything because people never even go through the process of learning. They don't show up. I always heard that 80% of the battle was showing up. People say to me all the time, I wish I signed that superstar up in my business. I wish I got started at the beginning like you did. I wish this, I wish that. And I tell them, I say, none of that happened. You have no control over any of that. You have control over what you personally do. That is what you have control over. It's like most people never get that. But what do you have control over? You have control over showing up. And my Skype is blowing me up. You have control over showing up. That's one thing that most people don't get and they don't understand. Okay, this is not cooperating metal on do not disturb. So, and here's a lesson I want you to learn here. And this is, I guarantee, most people who see this miss this. Now, when I look at what Robert Hollis was doing here, he had a training series going on. Day 1, all the way, it's like 23 days total. 23 days. Every day was a new lesson. Now, let's look at some of these lessons. If they can do it, you can do it. Taking fast action. Your time to take control. Fast start. Expert from afar. You are a winner. Get your pop. Art of sorting. Is fear stopping you? Get them results. Master the mundane. Master something. Time. Will it be worth it? You want the following. Master your tools. Momentum. Find gold and diamonds. Phase 1. Do you know you? Personalities. Relationship marketing. People business. 7 steps to an effective presentation. Understand marketing. Measure results. Commit to a better you. Effective presentation. Steps to success. You need a game plan. And then the last 2, probably the most important out of this whole list. Ask Robert anything. Questions and answers. Ask Robert Hollis anything. Now, these are gold mines right here. But to get to these gold mines, you got to show up each day, right? But I'm going to tell you the biggest lesson of them all. And it's something Robert knows. It's not this information. This is not the secret. The secret is who could last all the way to the 23 days. Because if you last through the 23 days, you're going to get all of this information by default. It's not about can you understand any of this or master this. It's can you show up to learn it. Let's look at day 1. 301 people. Let's look at day 23. 3. So out of 301 people, at the end, 3 people actually went through the whole process. That's why 97% of people who start anything fail and 3% have success. Are the 3% smarter than you? Are the 3% just, have more natural talent than you? Are the 3%, did they get started before you? Did they get lucky to sign up the right person before you? No. They finished what they started. I have, with my own team, accountability groups. And it amazes me. Always on the day 1, I always tell people, look, guys, I do this full-time from home. I walked off my job. I'm a 6-figure earner. If you want to have that type of lifestyle, I'm willing to teach it. But here's the catch. You got to show up. And most people say they want it. They want this. They want better life. They want, the financial freedom and the success. They want to live the lifestyle of a Robert Hollis. But they're not even willing to show up. If you can master and have discipline to control the things you can control, like showing up, everything else will happen by default. All of these topics that Robert Hollis teaches on, you will learn by default by showing up. Can you show up for 23 days? Without even having to ask him, I know why he does it this way, because once you do so, you develop a habit. See, guys like Robert, not only can they show up for 23 days, but they can commit to actually doing the training for 23 days, while most of you can't even show up and just listen. What's one of my keys to success? Not the fact that I can speak good, not the fact that I've mastered the art of presenting, not the fact that I've mastered personality traits and everything else that Robert and all the other top leaders in the industry have taught me. It's the fact that I've been able to be consistent enough to do the same mundane things over and over and over again when I don't see the immediate results. There's the key right there. Most people, if they don't see results in 2 to 3 days, they give up, quit, jump ship, and go see where they think the grass is greener somewhere else. They're not able to be in something long enough to keep watering that seed, even when they don't see immediate results. It's like going to the gym. You don't see results in your first week or 2 weeks. It takes time. But you have to be consistent to keep doing it and have the faith that it's going to happen even when you don't see the results. Most people are not wired to do that. It's not taught in school. It's a strong enough desire to want more than what you have, and you making the choice that I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it. And if somebody tells me I need to show up for 23 days consistently, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So when you look at the Robert Hollises, you look at all the top leaders in their industry, the Holton Buggs, even the internet marketers, the Cedric Harrises. You look at these guys, they have mastered the art of consistency and duplication during times where they don't see the results, because they know at the back end what the results are going to be. So if you want to know the whole secret of success, it's not all of these topics that Robert is teaching on. This is the process of it that you will learn eventually. It's the fact that you can actually show up and do something on a consistent basis long enough until you start to see the results. That's it. That's the tip of the day. My name is Brandon Ivey. Thank you, Robert Hollis, for teaching this lesson for those today. You don't have to be in the same company to learn from somebody who's already where you want to be. My name is Brandon Ivey. God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye.